Sleepy.
Sleepy?
Yes.
Are you working?
Yes, I'm working.
What time do you work?
4 p.m. Maybe. Sometimes 1:30 a.m. Sometimes 2:30.
So when do you start?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. and then till after midnight,
Yes.
then come home and sleep,
2:30.
and then you come here.
Yeah.
Where are you working? Where? Amazon. Which one? Where?
Woodrow.
Woodward. Oh, okay. Woodward and State Fair. Yeah. How do you get there? How do you get there? You have your car? What do you do there? What is your job? Scanning? Okay. Do you have to lift? No. You're lucky.
Yes.
Yeah. Much better. Okay, maybe more will come, but let's get started today. And today is Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. And our weather words for today. What do we have to say about the weather?
Cold.
Cold. Do we agree? Cold?
24.
24.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. Drop.
Degree Fahrenheit.
Degrees, that little Fahrenheit. Celsius, what?
Increasing.
Celsius, what is the Celsius temperature?
Increasing.
Minus
One.
what? Minus 6. So, we remember that because some of you are still using the Celsius scale, and in Canada they're using that as well. And so, is that above or below freezing? Above or below freezing?
Below.
Below. Do we all agree?
Yes.
Okay, good, because that's correct. How much below?
27.
How much below?
27.
When I say how much, then you have to give me an amount. So you can say how many degrees, because you could count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Or how much?
72.
What?
3.
4.
Yes.
From here to here, how much? What?
8.
Below freezing.
Below freezing. So I could remember how much and how many. Okay, how much money do you have? How many dollars? You can count them. How many people in class? Okay. So how much and how many is an amount. And so from here to here, below. The key here is below. So we'll say here, how about the precipitation?
No.
No.
What?
No precipitation.
No precipitation. Remember precipitation?
No.
Yes?
No.
No.
Do you remember the word? What does it mean? Pardon? Rain, snow,
Cloudy.
not clouds,
No.
but
No.
precipitation means when it comes down. If the cloud is up there, it's very moist, lots of moisture in the air, but it's not coming down. So when it comes down, we call it precipitation. So we would say for today, no precipitation. How about wind? How's the air doing?
Right.
How is it?
Right. Fuck.
The air.
No. No.
So I'm talking about this word. Air movement. So I look out here at the tree. What's left of the branches of the tree, they're not even moving. Very still. What's that word?
No, sunny. Parking.
The air is not moving. What do we say? What's our word?
No. Water.
Remember that word? Who remembers?
No, only.
Who remembers?
Climate. Climate.
Remember calm? Calm. It means no air. A little air. Over here we have a little bit of air movement, we would say. A breeze, a nice breeze moving. But then, when it's very, very fast wind, what do we call that? Whoosh. Wind. Air moving outside. Calm. Breeze a little bit. Wind. Whoosh. And then there's more words for that. So, if you hear on the weather report, a calm day, no wind. How about what it looks like outside? When I look outside, what do I see? I see clouds, and I also see over there, oh my gosh,
No, sunny.
right there, a great big sun right there.
Oh.
So what do we say?
Oh.
What? Clouds, sun, clouds, sun. What's
Yes.
partly? Partly we could say different ways to say that. Let's see, running through my pens here and find a good one. Look at this box. See if we have a surprise. Eh,
No. Pen.
oh, good one. This one, I wouldn't throw it out, but put our crappy ones in
Put it
there.
in a hot water.
Pardon?
Hot water.
Good try it. Yeah. Put some words here. Thank you so much. So, we have here partly. It means
Some.
some.
Yes.
Completely. Oh, totally. This also would be used for completely. Totally. It's totally cloudy today. It means no sun. It's completely cloudy today. No sun. So, there's some words that we might use here for the weather. Now, we talked a little bit yesterday. Writing. Good, very good. Who likes, does anyone here like a cloudy day? Do you like the clouds or the sun?
Sun.
Sun, okay. Why?
Sun good. Hell.
Why?
Hell.
What?
Hell.
For your health.
Yes.
Oh, why?
Sunny.
Do you know about the sun and your health?
Yes.
What does it do for you? What?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin D. Yes, vitamin D. Yeah. I like to be outside to get vitamin D, but my doctor says, take a pill in the winter because too much clouds. So I take a little vitamin D instead of being outside in the sun. So, what we did yesterday, expected weather. What does that mean, expected? Expected. Who remembers?
I think.
I think, but more than. I have reason to think. I'm just not, well, I think it'll be a nice day. I have reason to think something. So, for example, Helena is not here today. I did not expect her because she texted me and said, I'm not coming. So I have a reason not to expect her. So expect means something you have reason to think will happen. So, expected weather. expected weather for
Wednesday,
For Wendy.
afternoon, and
Afternoon.
Does anyone know? I like to look at the weather report. What do you think is happening? Any ideas? Heavy snow. What does that mean?
little bit.
Or a lot? A lot of snow. So now our how much again? How much snow? So this is from the Weather Service. People that are assigned to study the weather. And so they say that what is this mean?
Five,
Truly.
5 through 8. They don't know. You can't be sure. 5 through 8 what? What are these marks?
True.
So that
This little
so
one.
that's-
Do we know? This is my height. This is
Height?
how tall I am.
5 feet,
5 feet,
7 inch,
7 inches.
inches.
This is a measure for not metric system, but feet, inches. It's marked like this. This is feet,
Inches.
this is inches. It's not 11, it's a mark that goes with it. So, heavy snow, 5 to 8 inches. So I could say, how much snow? Snow. But if I said, how many inches? Because I could count them. 5 is a count number, 8 is a count number. 5 to 8, or 5 through 8 inches.
5 inches?
5 feet.
Feet.
This is how tall I am.
Feet.
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 Yeah.
Inch.
I think we better do a measurement activity. Maybe tomorrow. So, you came. Ahmed, come in. Yeah. I was concerned you decided. I was concerned. Come in. I think this one. Sign in. So, 5 feet, 7 inches. That's how tall I am.
Right, Peter. 5 feet.
That's an F. This is the old English system. Feet was how long is the king's foot?
Yes.
So if you have a king with a big foot, or a king with a small foot, and an inch from here to here. Big thumb, small thumb. Not a good system. That's why the metric system is much better. Metric system. So, anyway, what does this mean if we have Wednesday night 5 to 8 inches of snow? What do you think will happen to school? What do you think?
Snow.
What will happen about school, Amira?
No, come school, snow. Close.
You
Close.
said off,
Close.
no school. There's the word. School
Close.
closed. If. Do we know if? What does if mean?
Maybe.
Maybe. We think. The weather people expect it to happen, but it can change. So, that means if we have the snow, the school will close. So remember,
Close.
you look up school closing. For what place?
Expanded snow.
What? For what place? New York?
Detroit.
Michigan. Hamtramck.
Hamtramck. Hamtramck what?
Close.
Hamtramck Public Schools. What county? What county are we in?
USA.
That's country
Yes.
or nation. But county.
Wayne.
Wayne County. We live in Wayne County in Michigan. Wayne County. And so, anyway, I tell you this because I don't want you to come to school if there's no school, like a few people did last week. But otherwise, we have class on Thursday. There's no snow, and Tamana will keep you busy on Thursday, right? But I also want you to remember, even if there is school, and you look outside, and you see that this is dangerous, don't come. If it is bad driving, and it is dangerous for you to drive or walk, take a day off. Do not do anything where you will be in danger. Very risky sometimes. Driving. So, you want to... What's that?
Can you stay home?
If what?
Because you call any time that's and also what you doing? You stay home or
So if we text you that school is not open, so you stay home, you don't have to come to school. If you feel like the weather is bad and you cannot go out, stay home. We are not forcing anyone to come here. If you feel like you are sick, very sick, you don't have to come to the school. That's fine.
But remember, you can look up on your cell phone or computer school closings or wait for Tamana to call you. Okay, or text you.
Now we have a group chat, so you can always check the group. If we did not text you anything, you can text and ask like if the school is closing or no. So easy.
you have
Okay. Okay. So, a couple things. We're going to go back to do the story about Harriet Tubman, but first, we want to do this grammar piece. The grammar piece here first, and then we will do Harriet Tubman. But I want you to look at, up here on the top, it says focused practice. Please. Focused practice. What does this mean? Practice. What does that mean? What? Practice means training over and over again. So practice means you train for something and you do it again to practice. So the one I like to use is you practice playing basketball. Over and over again, practice. So the other word here is the word focus. The word focus. We often use that word for when we use a camera to take a picture. You want to focus on something. But in this case, it's focused practice. It means we are looking at one thing a lot. And so if we look on here, I look down here, it's about grammar. We do lots of grammar. But I look down here and I see do, does, do. Do. The focus is on using this word do and does. And we did some of this yesterday, but a little review here. Present tense.
Does, yes. Does.
Everything else here is we, you, they. Okay. Do. So this is for present tense. Notice on here it says, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's look at the picture. Sometimes these pictures help us. It says here, read about Dan and John. They're college roommates. What does that mean, roommate?
person live with you in the same room.
Same room, living in the same room. Roommate. Very often in college, people have roommates. Notice something else here. You can't see it too well, but you'll see on one man's shirt it says what? What does his shirt say? The one on the left. The shirt, his shirt. But what does it say in the front? The words right in front. What does that shirt say?
Yes. Sure.
What does it say?
Oregon. What's that?
Oregon. What is Oregon? What is it?
Start.
Again?
Start USA.
State.
State.
Yes, a USA state. Where is Oregon? Where is it?
Stay in the car.
Pardon?
Stay on the ship.
But what part of the USA is Oregon? Do we know California?
Yeah.
Everyone know California? If you're in California and you go north, you get to Oregon. If you are in Oregon and you go north, you get to Washington State. If you are in Washington State and you go north, you end up in Canada. So maybe later we'll pull our map out. Notice here, there's stuff in that room and they might talk about it. So let's see. Abdallah will get you to read for us at first. Here, nice and loud.
Where?
Page 118. Other side, the top. In many ways.
In many ways, Dan and John are alike. Alike. Both Dan and Joe
And John.
and John like music and sprites,
Sports.
sports, but Dan like kids, popular music, and John like kids, Joe's
Just.
Jazz.
jazz.
That word is like. Dan likes.
Like.
Not like us, but likes. Go ahead, Abdullah. Both.
Both Dan and John like basketball, but John likes
Likes.
likes football, and Dan doesn't.
Doesn't. Excellent. Okay, so we have alike. What does that mean? Alike. Alike. Similar. Alike. If we say, do we know twins? What are twins?
Twins,
Pardon?
one,
What are twins?
two.
Two babies,
Yes.
born at the same time. Sometimes they look, which is which? They look alike. My pens.
Yes.
My pens all look alike. Okay? They look the same, alike. Has nothing to do with like. So they're using this word in two ways. They are alike, similar. We also have the word like. What does that mean? I like coffee. What does that mean?
I love it.
Pardon?
Love it.
I enjoy it. Like, but love is like, oh, big like. Like plus, you might say. Rude? Go on.
Where?
Right in the middle. Dan and John.
Dan and John are neat. They don't like a messy room.
Messy room.
They both like to go to bed late. Well, after midnight, they watch about 2 hours of TV at night, and they study with the TV on. But and on way Dan and John are completely different. Dan is very tough. You can help me out.
Talkative.
Huh?
Talkative.
Talkative. talkative, but John is very quiet. Then say, we're lucky about that.
Lucky.
We're lucky about that. It works out very nicely. I thought he listened. John said, who?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's an expression. What does uh-huh mean?
Yes.
It's uh-huh.
You agree.
Yeah. Do you want some coffee? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do you want some coffee? Uh-uh. No. Uh-huh. Uh-uh.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's other ways people say, but that's one thing. So notice here we have alike, and then we have alike and different. These pens are alike. This one is different. Are you leaving, Amira?
Yes.
Okay. Appointment. We'll see you tomorrow.
See
Be
you.
well. Hopefully, we will see you tomorrow.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, bye-bye. So to go down here and did you try this on your own? Yes? Okay. So let's go here to MD Rahman. Number 1.
Do they both like music and sports? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. So what letter would go there? What letter? Which letter? B.
What do you say? Letter?
Letter.
Oh, yes. Letter.
Letter. But in English, very common, this double T gets a D sound. So I should say letter, but I'm very American, letter. Like this one. Little. But very American to say little. A little coffee, please. D sound. D. In this case, that's here. Next one, Suleiman, number 2.
Do they like to go to the bed only?
Read again, please.
Do they like to go to bed early?
Early.
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 What does that mean, early?
Early.
What? Not late. What time do you go to bed?
Doesn't.
What time? At 12? Is that late or early?
For me, it's
For me, that's late. So, we can all decide. Okay, so what's the answer, Suleiman?
D.
D. No, they read it. This is number 2. Do they like to go to bed early? So, Suleiman, what did you say? What's the answer?
It doesn't say.
He says,
Hey,
do they like to go to bed early? I look right in the middle. It says, they both like to go to bed late. So you can't be early and late at the same time. So if they like to go to bed late, and the question is, do they like to go to bed early? No, they don't. So what letter is that? D. Do we all have that? Okay. Recommend number 3.
Does Dan like popular music?
That word is Dan. Yeah. That's his name.
C.
What is C?
Yes, he does.
You see that? See? It says up here, Dan likes popular music. Right in this term. What is popular music? Popular music.
Traditional music.
Not really traditional. Popular. What is popular mean?
All over the man, you know this music.
Everyone knows it.
Famous. You can say
Famous, popular, and people like it. So, in USA, a popular food is pizza. It's popular. People buy it, they like it. But it's not really traditional. Traditional means custom from the past. Iman, over here, number 4.
Dan is Calcutta. And John is quiet. Does it mean that?
Quiet.
Quiet. Does it mean that?
Does it
Matter.
matter?
Matter.
What does that mean? Does it matter?
I focus about it.
Do we care about it? Is it important? So let's see here.
Yes.
No.
Does it matter? So the answer has to be,
It doesn't.
yes it does, no it doesn't.
It doesn't say.
What?
Answer A, it doesn't say.
It, well, let's see here. Dan is talkative and John is quiet. Does it matter?
No, it does not.
Is it a problem? Is there a problem?
Yes, but it doesn't say.
Okay, it doesn't really say, it doesn't say, it doesn't matter. But can we think, is there a problem? So, is there a problem? One talks, the other doesn't. Is it a problem?
Yes, but it doesn't say.
Okay, well, he'll pick, it doesn't say. No, it doesn't. I would accept that.
A.
Or A, it doesn't say. E, take a look up here. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say. Are they different or the same?
Different.
How is it different?
Because you say it doesn't say, they don't mention in the program.
So what is the it? What is it? It is the story. Let's go back to go down here, Seema to number 5.
Dan and John like classical music.
Do you know classical music? Yes, classical music is very traditional music with very specific written notes, classical music. No, nothing special or personal about it. So what's the answer to that? Do Dan and John like classical music? It doesn't say. How about E? Why can't you use D or E? You have the word say in there. Number 4 is a little questionable. Dan is talkative and John is quiet. Does it matter? Does it matter? I would accept, as you said, it doesn't specifically say, but reasoning. If I asked you, is there a problem? Is there a problem? There is no problem. They like it like that. So let's go down here to the bottom, and it talks about the department store. What is a department store? In part 2. What is an apartment or department store? Department.
Four answer E.
Which one?
Number 4.
Number 4. You can say E, A, either one. It's just, the important thing is that we understand. Down here to part 2, department store. What is a department store?
Second.
What?
Second.
Second store? Think about it. Department. A part of the store. So for example, a department store has clothing, food, automotive, cosmetics, shoes, different sections, parts. So if I say to you, go to the hospital, go to the emergency department, it is one part, department. So in this case, department store. So Target, Macy's, Walmart. Which one? Costco.
Yeah.
Costco is a little different because you go to Costco and you're walking down in Costco and there's clothes, and then all of a sudden, meat. They keep moving things around.
I know,
This-
it's
Think
never
meat.
one side.
I know, they
It's
keep
everywhere.
moving things around. So let's take a look here at A, B, C, and D. Do you want to see anything else? What does else mean?
More.
More. Next one. Do you have any winter jackets? That's clear. A jacket for winter. Do you need any help? And does this jacket come in brown? What does that mean? In brown.
What's color?
The color. Does it come in brown? So let's go down here to salesperson. And where are we? I think, where did we go this week? Alex, volunteering? Or Ivan?
Do you give kind help? Yes, please. Do you have a winter jacket? No?
Sounds good to me. Okay. Jamal, next one. And number 2, salesperson.
salesperson, persons.
Yes.
Yes, we all,
Wait.
all. This one. Yeah. Salesperson.
Yes.
Yes, we
Do. Yes, we do. But keep going.
Yes, we do all our jackets all over
Over
price
over there.
over there, yeah, over there.
What does that mean? Over there.
Over there. In the back.
Over here.
Yeah,
Over there.
yeah.
Here. And there. Over there. So what can Doug say?
Those this jacket from in brown.
Brown. Does this jacket come in brown? Okay.
D.
Sounds looks good to me. D. Make sure you practice writing here. Up here, Seema.
Let me check. Yes. What size are you? Large. Dog large.
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 Salesperson.
Do you have any?
Wait.
Do you
Here,
want
here.
to?
Here you go.
Sorry? Oh. Here you go. Do you want to see anything? Please.
Anything
Eyes.
else? And Doug says, what does Doug say at the end?
No thanks.
No thanks. What is that when he says, here you go? What does that mean?
Go ahead. Let's say go ahead.
Do you need a pen? Here you go.
Take it.
Take it. If you like.
Excuse me, you can repeat the words for me.
Can I what?
Here you go.
Here you go.
You can write this for me.
Here you go.
It's at the bottom. This is an expression. Here you go. Here you go. For you. Take it, if you like. I have to do this just one more time. We do this practice a lot. This word about these guys, Dan and John. What's this word?
Wait.
What does it mean?
Why?
What does it mean?
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What does it mean?
Silence.
Please be
Quiet.
quiet. 2 syllables. Quiet. 2 sounds. I'm over saying it. So we say, please be quiet. But 2 sounds. Quiet. 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 Quiet.
Quiet.
1 sound. 1 sound. Quiet. This means very. I'm quite happy. Very happy. It's in a mouth. Quiet. And the last one gets to us 1 sound. Quit. What's that?
Give up.
Stop. Give up, stop, end. I quit my job. That's it. Quit. One sound, but it. It. Quite, quit. Let's go to the other side. It says complete the yes or no questions, then look at the pictures and answer the questions. Okay? Who is next over here? Shakrazata, read number 1.
It depends. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Keep going. Now, take a look at the picture. It says, now look at the picture. So, we have to answer number 2.
Do the pants expensive?
Wait,
Do the pants expensive?
what do we think? What word would go there? Do the pants expensive?
No.
But what is a better word for number 2?
Yes, the pants expensive.
Number 2. It's a question. On the other side, we talked about questions starting with does. But now we have
Yes.
Are the pens expensive? Are these pens expensive?
No.
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 Yes, they are.
Are they?
Yes,
He
they
says
are.
yes, they are. Depends, doesn't it? Okay. So this one you have to say, are the pens expensive? If you want to use that word do or does,
Okay.
Okay. Are the pants cost a lot?
Do
Do.
the pens cost a lot.
meaning is the same. But you can't say, do the pants expensive?
Yes.
You can't say that. You have to have a verb.
Do the paper suit. Study.
Verb. You have the word do, need a verb. This one,
And then now,
Are expensive.
if you say do, no verb, one word. So let's, number 3, Mohammed,
The jacket cost $350.
what goes there?
Expected.
Cost is a verb.
Yes, cost. It's very too much. We don't think it is.
Do the jacket?
Cost.
Do the jacket?
The
Does the jacket? Because do and does.
Los the jacket cost.
Cost how much? So that's number 4, Taj.
The jacket expensive. Yes, it is.
Excellent. Yes, it is.
Sir, jacket, expensive.
Um, Notice this word cost. It's one of those irregular verbs.
Cost.
Cost.
Does the jacket cost $850? Does blue jacket
Jacket cost $350.
This one refers to, do the jackets cost $350? That means every one, each one. Do the apples cost $1? Does the apple cost $1? Let's go down here to leaving for school. And who else did I not call? Go back here. Rude,
Does.
leaving for school.
Read this one.
Start reading, leaving for school. Read to us.
Doug is leaving for school. Listen to the conversation between Doug and his mother.
Mother.
Mother. Mother. His mother. Then answer the questions with yes, he does, no, he doesn't, or I don't know.
Does blue have
They
his
do. Read number 1.
Does Doug have his keys? Yes, he does.
Number 2. Vermont.
Does those have this book bag?
Have his. There's a story here. I thought I could do it from the picture, but we can't. How would you answer that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Number 3. Suleiman.
Does Doug have his lunch?
We can't tell from this. So you'd have to say the same thing. Does Doug have his lunch? We don't know. And number 4, Ahmed.
Does Doug have his wallet?
I don't know. Number 5, Iman.
Does Doug have his supershoes?
Read again.
Does Doug have his supershoes? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. And Simon?
Does Doug have a birthday at school? Yes.
What makes you think that?
Yes, he does.
Yes, it was.
Do you know He's whistling. He's singing or whistling. Yeah, we think he does. There was a story that went with this. I took this out because I wanted to work on it. Do and does. Remember, these are question words that are very common. When you are at a restaurant or a store and someone says to you, want anything?
You want.
What they mean is, do you want anything? So the answer to a do or does is
Yes, I.
yes, I do. No, I don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
Yes or no?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Are you working? This comes up, you can say, are you working? Yes, I do.
Yes, I
Goes with this. Yes, I am. Okay. Keep these together. Can we go back to yesterday's paper on that we had? Harriet Tubman. I think Suleiman does not have that one. We have this one. We read it, but we didn't do the back
didn't
side.
have that.
This one? You should have it from yesterday.
Okay, finish. Stop.
We have the
Abdallah, do you have this one?
No.
Do you have to leave? Okay. This one. Backside. Okay, from the story. Number one, we'll start with Abdallah in the back. Backside.
Right.
The second
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
We'll help each other because some people were not here when we read it. Go ahead, number one.
People,
People.
people, aware,
Wait,
not
wait, wait. This is an important one. Abdullah? Who?
who,
Who? The O on the end. Who? Who are you? Ooh, like an owl. Ooh. Go ahead, read number 1.
People.
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 People who were not free and were bought and sold were
Sold.
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 Were
Stature.
A, B, C. B. People. What is that word? Slaves. People bought and sold are what? Slaves. We know that from the story. This word, sold. Next one over here, Ahmed.
When you pay for something and it is yours.
It's your
Property.
What?
Property.
Property. What is property? Property. What is property?
It is yours.
What's yours is your property. Belongs to you. Property. And that's letter B. This word P-A-Y. P-A-Y. Hey. Once again, good sound, not pay. Pay. Okay, pay for something. Suleiman.
When you run away from place you
Escape. Run away from something that is to escape. Next one, Ruth.
The people who bought and sold slaves were called number 8. No.
What is that word?
Number 4.
What is the A, B, or C?
A.
Masters.
Masters.
The people who bought and
Okay,
sold slaves were called masters.
Ruth, can you read number 4 again?
The people who bought and sold slaves were called masters.
Masters. We can look at the story from yesterday, and it says here, their masters bought and sold them like property. We know the word master has many different meanings. This is one of them. A person who is in charge of someone else. Number 5, Rama, or Jamal, I should say.
When you do not do something openly, it is secret.
Secret. Can you keep a secret? Private information. Secret. Okay. Next one, Alex. Or I keep calling you Alex.
Hey.
Ivan.
The
Slaves.
slaves did not want people to see them.
Work on them. Better.
Them.
Better.
Them. So they Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Almost. What letter?
C.
Hey, hey.
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 Hi.
I don't want you to see my pen. I don't want you to see it. So, I'm going to hide it.
Hi.
But,
Bye.
present tense, past tense, hid. Today I hide my pen. Yesterday I hid my pen. So, what letter is that? B. Okay. Where are we? Number 7. Pardon? No, number 7. Number 7. Who's next? Seema?
When you are not afraid to do something, you are hard, proud,
Ave. Brave.
brave,
Brave.
brave.
Brave. Not afraid. Brave.
Brave.
The important thing is here, you can be afraid and do something, but you do it anyway. You are very brave. It's a little, just to let you understand the word brave. So think about a fireman. Do you know firemen?
Yeah.
The person who goes into buildings to save people. When they see fire and they're scared, they can be killed. But they say, I go in anyway. That means brave. Doesn't mean they aren't afraid. They're afraid, but they do it anyway. Brave. And brave, Ave, brave. We have this combination here. They give us a couple.
Right.
Rhyming words. Last one, number 8. Iman.
Show respect. You decide someone.
Honor. Notice it starts with an H, but we don't make it sound. Honor. Honor. To give honor. We don't make the H sound. Sometimes we do. For example, Tamana was having her tea, and she used
Honey.
honey. Honey. Honor.
Silence.
Silently.
Honest.
What does that mean? Honest.
Number 8.
What does it mean? Honest.
Say the truth.
What?
Say the truth.
Say the truth. Comprehension. Number 1. Petrozota.
Every woman wanted to be free.
Honor to be free from the story. Okay, Muhammad, number 2. Underground.
House in the north.
secret organization, a real railroad, or a house in the north?
Secret origin.
Secret organization. And Taj, last one?
Here you come and help.
Help slaves. I have to tell you a little bit of a story with this that's not in here about the Underground Railroad. And I mentioned yesterday, for those of you that were here, that Michigan was a very important part of the Underground Railroad because we are close to Canada. People could go across the river and go to Canada where there was no slavery. And they could live in Canada and be free. And why were they, if they came to Michigan, if slaves came to Michigan, and Michigan did not have slavery, why were they scared? Why would they be frightened? Why would they be frightened? The reason is, the law was that if you were a slave catcher, you could go get the slave anywhere and take them back. And the law said, you can do that. It was a very horrible, cruel law that did that. So even though you were in Michigan, you were not safe until you went to another country, to Canada, where the slave catchers, people that did this for money, they did it for money, would take them back. But now the other part of this story with the Underground Railroad, it says here it was a secret organization. But there's a small part of Detroit that has underground tunnels in Detroit where slaves would hide underground. They would hide underground and go close to the water and take boats and go across the water. The Detroit River, you have to be careful with the Detroit River. Have you ever watched the river boats downtown? Anyone watch the boats?
Yes, I watched it.
They go fast, but a little further up, the river gets bigger and the water is not so fast. So Detroit was a very important part of this thing called the Underground Railroad. Next week or the week after, we'll talk more about the idea of the railroad and what that meant. But just to recap on Harriet Tubman, because I think we need to discuss that. Harriet Tubman went from the south to the north and came to Michigan and went back and back and back and back and back and back. And I don't remember the number of times, but there were many. I have one other thing I want to cover today, and it has to do with this word secret.
Secret.
Right. They are similar. Not the same, but similar. Secret, what does that mean?
To hide something.
To hide something. Private, what does that mean?
Special program.
Special information belongs to you. And the reason I bring this up because it's being talked about a lot right now. And private information. There are many organizations that are trying very hard to find out your private information. What is that private information?
Like count your,
What?
like count your bank. Your account bank.
Why would anyone want your bank account? Why would they want that? They want your money.
Yes.
Yes. So if when someone asks you for your bank account, it's private information. But if you tell them, uh-oh. So there are many.
Number security.
I'll do that one next. Scam. A way of telling a lie to get something from you, a scam. So what happens with this is someone will get a call or a letter that says, we need to deposit money in your account. There is money in this bank account for you. We need to put it in your account. Give us your account number and we will put money in. Rude is laughing. Rude is laughing. But it's not a joke because many people do it. They do it. And one of the ways they get at it is what does that mean? Not secured. Not secure. What does this mean? Secured.
Not safe.
Security. What does that mean?
Safe.
Secured means safe. So, using a cell phone to do this. Transfer of money. If you make a transfer of money on your cell phone, and they can go into your transaction, they can get your account. So what do you do about it? Make sure that if you use your phone like a computer, that it is secure. Yes. So if you are in a public space, you decide you want to go to the restaurant. You're at the restaurant and you use your cell phone to do banking. Guess what? Someone can take your number. It happens frequently in places that people would never expect. People are there trying to steal that account number. Then the other one that you mentioned,
Social Security.
who needs your social security number? Who needs it? Do I need it?
No.
Does the school need it?
Yes.
No, working.
Your work does, because they pay taxes
Yes.
to social security. Does Walmart need your social security number?
Yes.
No.
Mm-mm. If they ask for it, don't give it to them. Unless you're going there to work, they need it for your work. But be careful about your social security number. Because I have a colleague, a teacher that works here in Hamtramck. Someone got her social security number and used it and started another account. Oh my gosh, it took her 2 years to get that taken care of. So be careful with personal information. I don't know, Tamana is our expert here.
About this, people have been stealing from food stamp too.
How do they do that?
It's actually very common because like the food stores have the way to access it, and if that hacked,
If they
yeah,
hack the store. We know hack? Hack. Hack means break in, but not like a store. It means information.
it's a multiple thing. Like if the machine is touched with the computer, is using for everything, like all-purpose things, not only for the ordering and stuff, like other things. Going to YouTube or watching videos or multiple places, it's easy to, yeah.
Hack in.
So the store don't know about it, that their customer have been stealing, like they have been actually dealing with this, but it's just when you put the card in the machine, make sure you hide the PIN number and the receipt. When you do it, like you print out the receipt, you cancel the machine multiple times, like the cancel button multiple times. So yeah, that's the store. Like
It's safer to scan, isn't it, too?
yeah, I mean just hide it and try to type it, and then yeah, if you don't know like what to do, don't put your debit card into any gas station outside. How we do it, like we don't go inside, right? We just put like the debit card in the machine and then try to put the gas, but try to go inside and do it, otherwise like
They can put a reader
yeah,
to the machine outside, put a reader in, put it
and
in,
then yeah.
get the last transaction and take that transaction.
And try not to use your debit card anywhere. That's why I have Cash App. Like you can transfer money and then use it. If you're not using it, you don't have to transfer money. So try to, yeah. I mean, it's
With the debit card, if you have $1,000 in there and someone gets your debit card number, they can take everything out. If you have a cash allotment, you can only get as much as what's in there. So anyway, we'll go on with that another day, but we will see you tomorrow, and we will talk tomorrow about President's Day on Monday. So we'll talk a little bit about politics and the presidency and what that means, and hopefully you We won't get too much snow on Wednesday night, but should be nice for tomorrow. Okay, have a good day, everyone.
You're so glad to be on good terms, huh?
I'll take that.
I look at the office
I'll
for,
take that.
so sorry, we make sure that we some small
Usually
meeting.
very class are so, but we cancel by.
Yeah, what something,
Yeah.
because the paper.
Yeah, WhatsApp group
Come
to
back
fix it.
again,
Right
just a
there.
week.